Hello everybody, it's me, Slayer AC. And today I'm gonna share my general thoughts on the last Silent Hill showcase. And then my impressions on each individual trailer. But first, I wanna go back when this transmission was announced. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The first time I saw this tweet, I felt nothing at all. By that time, my hopes for a good Silent Hill game to make a comeback were gone, totally gone, until the unexpected happened. Masahiro Ito, the legend and former main Silent Hill monster designer, retweeted said tweet, and my interest went from zero to maybe I should check it out. And then Akira Yamaoka, also a legend from the OG Team Silent, retweeted the same tweet, and that maybe I should check it out turned into a high interest event. Later, a tweet from Masahiro Ito again came to life, but it was like some kind of countdown, followed by a statement of an unrelated tweet where he showcased his old art, as always, stating the following. And that's the moment when I realized Masahiro Ito was involved in the project. Undoubtedly. And finally, a high interest event became the only thing that lived rent-free in my mind for 2 days straight. This transmission opened with the first trailer, and the first frame made me think of the possible Silent Hills revival. Just look at these images. They have very similar angles and shadows. And then James arrives and replicates his opening scene from the OG Silent Hill 2. At the beginning I didn't like his voice acting, but to be fair, this is an nitpick from my part. In general, the trailer looks promising, and as long as they respect the plot and the atmosphere, or at least they get closer to it, I'm gonna be A-okay. Many people don't trust Bluebird Team because their previous creations that rely more on a different kind of horror that doesn't fit the Silent Hill kind. But I have some faith in the project, mainly cause Ito and Yamaoka are behind it. Maybe this is a naive hope from my part, but we won't be sure until we put our hands on it. Silent Hill Downfall. This is one of the least interesting teasers I ever seen. Even with the interview of the no code guy, this teaser tells me nothing. I guess we have to wait until something comes out? Maybe? Well, we have a Silent Hill 2 movie. And it's coming this 2023. And it's made by the same director from the first one. Christoph Gans? I'm sorry, I don't speak French. And my thoughts on this are very mixed up. On one hand, I'm not a big fan of the first movie. Don't get me wrong, there are great scenes on it, but at that time my expectations were high and I couldn't separate the game from the movie. So my feelings towards it weren't the most positive. But even though, I got the feeling this is gonna be a decent movie compared to the previous films. But take this opinion with a grain of salt. Okay, this is the second time when I was intrigued in a neutral way. As far as we know, this game is a cooperative game. We don't know if this is gonna be a Resident Evil Outbreak style game, or other possibility, a Dead by Daylight like game. The involvement of behavior is something that made me think if the project could be something good, or a complete disaster. Again, don't get me wrong, I like how the behavior adapted the Silent Hill chapter into DVD. Spoiler for the next video. As it was the case with Silent Hill Townfall, this teaser tells me nothing. Well, almost nothing. So far, the only interesting thing have been Silent Hill 2 remake and the movie. If you are a big fan of Gann's work, of course. Wait a second, what is this? Man, let me tell you something. If you compare the previous teasers with this, the last one is the definition of show and don't tell. This is what catches my full attention. I cannot wait for more Silent Hill F. I don't know what F stands for, but I'm sure failure isn't what F means. Okay, my final thoughts. Konami basically appealed to all kind of fans, since those who only liked the Team Silent did, and those who wanted something new regardless of the publisher. And that's a good thing on my book. Well done, Konami. Late, but well done regardless. The only two projects that I care for are the Silent Hill 2 remake and the Silent Hill F. If you think otherwise, it's totally valid, because I'm just expressing my own opinion. What teasers do you like the most? Let me know on the comments below. Meanwhile, see you later.